is up, Skeptic Nation? I'm Henry Sweets. Today we've got some very interesting drama. Some drama for your grandma. God. In case you're not acquainted with the brave ex-Muslim activists and the tenacious MRM, we'd like to introduce you to some prominent voices. Whether or not you acknowledge the importance of their respective fight, each sphere is full of intelligent and respectful minds of their fields. Jen, or Skeppo, is an ex-Muslim, ex-Mormon, anti-theist who is a loving mother, anti-SJW, and a dear ally to anyone who dares challenge the narrative. D. Misfit, as we know her, is an ex-Muslim who also fights for reform, or at least warnings of the evils of Islam, just as Jen does. Spinosauruskin is an MRA anti-feminist with a tendency to use satirical irony to show the ridiculous notions of feminism, and at times, right-wingers. Honey Badger Radio is a station that features a staff of unapologetic MRAs who have a burning passion to help men who are oppressed. This, at times, can lead to some problems. So Jen and Dee have been trying to get attention to dishonest remarks by Karen Straugen from Honey Badger Radio. It seemed Wednesday that it wouldn't go much further until today when HBR responded. It was perhaps wishful thinking on their part that Karen's remarks would be either recanted or denounced. Instead, the men's rights activist station doubled down, trying to paint Dee as not caring about men's rights under Sharia law. Mind you, Dee is with an MRA, Spinosauruskin, when Dee merely expressed concern that Karen claimed men had it either worse or just as bad. Sadly, there's a great deal we missed between Karen and the two anti-theists, but hey, shit happens. It was then that HBR was rightly badgered by Dee and Skeppo, both who are ex-Muslims speaking against the evils of Islam and Sharia law, as they would put it. After many comments attacking Dee and Jen's characters, HBR said for them to take it up with Karen herself, which they had been, in comments. We had a feeling this wasn't over, and on Saturday, Hannah of HBR tweeted her disdain for comments made about HBR personal. Spino jumped in to address this, justifying it. Hannah confronted Dee, Jen, and Spino about the claim that Allison was a radfem for calling Islam a gynocentric system. Spino had this to say. Hannah asked for a link to the quote. Spino would quote this. Which really did not say quite the same statement. The conflict wouldn't have been an issue, it seemed, for Hannah if the men's rights activists hadn't known each other so well. She seemed to imply Spino should know better than to make such an assumption on her fellow HBR staff member, to which Spino asserts it's because he knows her that he feels he should be so critical of her, as an ally in the men's rights movement. We'll let you decide who's right in the situation. However, we acknowledge the ex-Muslim activists have reasonable concerns, and those were not addressed properly. Next, Devin Tracy of Atheism is Unstoppable is back from his suspension from Twitter. Guess we just can't get rid of him. Rim shot. In all seriousness, we are never happy about censorship. Ever. Censorship is complete and utter bullshit. However, it's suspected that a tweet asking which picture provided of Francesca Ramsey was more punchable. And that's easy. All of them. All of them are punchable. Just kidding. We really do not condone that kind of thing, that thing being violence, and we think it's grounds for being criticized, but definitely not censored. Violent rhetoric really isn't flattering, but neither is shutting down someone's voice. Have an important report. Recently, a lot of censorship has happened on Twitter. Argue all you want, but this is censorship. We reported on St. Clair, a liberal skeptic that makes content on feminism, Black Lives Matter, the important shit, other atrocious Marxist ideologies that are poisonous to people, you know, same old, same old. Habib, or Focus Break from Gamer Ranks, was suspended through a mass flagging campaign by Islamic zealots, as reported by Krauts and T. We will link that video below! But all-out suspension isn't the only way Twitter is policing thought. They also will resort to shadow banning. That's right, shadow banning, for the audacious crime of posting alt-right memes. Pepe! At Existent Eagle, at AMK347, and at DJ Milo are all guilty of memes that are a little too dank and edgy for the delicate sensibilities of the Twitter staff and their political allies. I've heard tell that even John Rivers, another political voice who happens to not subscribe to the narrative, has been shadow banned. Which honestly doesn't surprise me, but it's still not okay. We encourage anyone who has suffered this fate and can prove it to come forward. Our DMs are open at @AlertSkeptic on Twitter, obviously. Hey folks, fucking love this thing. Stay tuned next time for some more exciting drama. Stay skeptical, and for good luck.
I'm the manic depressive sound mechanic, soaking up your love like a dirty sponge. I don't like them, but I can pretend to have so much fun. Anti-social, lying commercial, beating on my head like a broken drum. I don't want them, but I can pretend to have so much fun. Manic depressive, so impressive, beating up your sound like a dirty love. Manic depressive, so impressive, sucking on your thumb like a dirty bum. Manic depressive, so impressive, beating up your sound like a dirty love.